community, Mr. Bennett, does have a well-informed gentleman who has 25 plus years experience with our water. His name is Marty Kennell. I have a copy of a letter that's going to the county regarding this project, and I'd like to read it with your permission.
Go ahead.
I shall install, service, and maintain well water pump systems in East County from Alpine to Acumba and north to Julian and Laguna. I also serve numerous customers in Imperial Valley. I submit this letter in opposition to the Soitec Solar Development Program. My 25 plus years of experience in all of East County area has given me first-hand knowledge of the water table and the impact of increased water use, not only from population growth, but also from new and growing business and industrial activity. For instance, just in the Boulevard area over the last 20 years, the water systems I service have shown frequent dropping levels from 10 feet in some areas to as much as 60 feet in other locations. A particular interest were the year-round creeks that can no longer be seen above ground. Calexico Lodge had a year-round creek flowing through their development, and even though use levels have remained constant, have had to drill another well for lack of supply. Some of the local water companies have been and are selling water to San Diego Gas Electric and or the Powerlink project with little regard for how that will affect their existing residential customers. I have heard the excuse that the water being sold is not potable. However, past history has proven that adjacent water sources to potable water source also play a part in the change of water tables. Water was being sold by the Live Oaks Water Company at a time when residential customers were experiencing inconsistency of water supply. To this day, one of their customers has continuing delays in supply. In addition, you cannot disregard the effect that new Border Patrol and Sheriff substations, as well as 3 casinos have had on the water supply in East County. To the ultimate harm of local residents, these facts have obviously been disregarded by those claiming their projects will have no effect on water supply. My personal observations in all of East County leaves me greatly concerned about the impact the Soitec Solar Development Program will have on water usage and potability. Presently, the greatest number of trouble calls I make result in the installation of pump savers, booster pumps, and large water storage tanks, all due to water storage or water depth. In addition to the foregoing effect on humanity, there is also damage to local plants and trees. The lack of water for the greenery of this county due to our ongoing drought presents an even greater hazard for the fires often experienced in this area. Furthermore, the vegetation's use of carbon dioxide has a positive effect on greenhouse gases. One cannot ignore how the drought has curtailed the natural defense our native oak trees have to the beetle imported to this area that has now killed over 8,000 trees.
Yep.
There is something very wrong in selling water for industrial use, considering projects requiring millions of gallons of water usage and promising allocations of future water supplies at a time when we are witnessing such destruction from the lack of water. I have been given an overview of the information being provided me by the experts for Soitec and readily admit I cannot compete with the titles of many whose opinions support the proposed solar panel project. However, my hands-on experience and personal observations over almost 3 decades should be sufficient to hold water in that which the county considers for their ultimate or discipline the Soitec program. Too much of what Soitec alleges will not affect the residents is just the opposite of what I have found to be fact. My personal history in water well systems in the eastern areas of San Diego County leaves me with the opinion that the project presented by Soitec Solar will have a detrimental effect on water supply, usage, and potability.
Thank you. Someone. Bob.